When faced with an important decision, do you weigh the pros and cons? Do you seek advice from others or look to your gut feeling for guidance? Our decisions, big and small, shape our lives. But what if we told you that before you even realize it? Your brain has already decided. That's right. Neuroscientists have found that your mind makes hundreds of decisions every day that you are not even aware of. From deciding whether to trust a stranger to choosing what to wear today, these choices happen subconsciously. So what goes on behind the scenes when you make a decision? What does it mean for the way we approach the choices we do consciously make? Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of neuroscience and explore the inner workings of your brain when faced with a choice. Get ready to uncover some surprising insights and learn how understanding the decision-making process can lead to better outcomes in both big and small matters. Whether you're a student trying to decide on a career path or simply looking to understand yourself better, this knowledge is sure to come in handy. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn what happens in your brain when you make a decision. Your brain is a complex organ that performs countless functions, from regulating your heartbeat to controlling your movements. One of the most fascinating aspects of your brain is its ability to make decisions. Every day you are faced with countless choices, both big and small. When faced with a decision, your brain weighs the potential outcomes of each option and assigns a level of importance based on your past experiences and memories. For example, if you've been burned by a hot stove before, your brain will quickly decide to stay away from it, thanks to the memories of pain and the importance of avoiding harm. In this way, your brain uses logic and reason to make decisions that keep you safe and ensure your well-being. However, logic and reason are not the only factors at play when making decisions. Emotions also play a significant role. Your brain processes emotional information, such as fear, happiness, and anger, and uses them to influence your choices. For example, if you feel anxious about public speaking, your brain will likely decide to avoid it, even if it is something you know you should do. This is because your brain has assigned a high level of importance to avoiding pain and discomfort, leading you to make a decision that prioritizes your emotional well-being over the potential benefits of public speaking. But what about those times when you have a gut feeling about something? How does that factor into the decision-making process? When you have a gut feeling about something, your brain is tapping into your intuition. Intuition is a mental faculty that allows you to form a judgment or make a decision without conscious reasoning. It is often based on your past experiences and subconscious processing of information. For example, if you've been in a relationship for a while and suddenly feel like something isn't right, your intuition may tell you to end the relationship. Even if you can't logically explain why things aren't working out, your gut feeling guides you to make a decision that feels right. So which is more important when making decisions? Logic, emotion, or instinct? The answer is that it depends. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to decision-making. The best way to make decisions depends on the situation and the individual. However, there are some general guidelines that can help you make better decisions. If you are facing a situation that requires a quick decision, your brain will likely rely on logic and reason to make the best choice in the moment. This is because your brain needs to process the information quickly and make a decision based on the available facts. On the other hand, if you have more time to make a decision, your brain may rely more on emotions and intuition. This is because your brain has more time to process the emotional aspects of the decision, make a choice that feels right to you. It is important to note that your brain does not always make the best decisions. Sometimes your brain may make decisions that are biased or irrational. This is because your brain is influenced by your past experiences, memories, and emotions, which may not always be accurate or fair. For example, if you have a traumatic experience in a car accident, your brain may make decisions that are biased against cars, such as avoiding driving or choosing to walk everywhere. This bias may not be the best decision, as it prevents you from enjoying the convenience and safety of a car. Now, let's take a closer look at what happens in your brain when you make a decision. The first step in the decision-making process is gathering information. Your brain collects data about the world around you through your senses, such as sight, smell, and hearing. Once your brain has gathered all the necessary information, it begins to process it. This involves analyzing the information and making sense of it. For example, if you are trying to decide what to wear today, your brain will process information about the weather, the occasion, and your personal preferences. After processing the information, your brain will generate possible options. For example, if you are trying to decide what to eat, your brain may generate options like pizza, salad, or sandwich. The next step is to evaluate the possible options and their potential outcomes. Your brain will consider the pros and cons of each option and assign a level of importance to them based on your past experiences and memories. For example, if you are trying to decide whether to go to a party, your brain will evaluate the potential outcomes, such as having fun or staying safe at home, and assign a level of importance to each based on your preferences. Once your brain has evaluated all the options and their potential outcomes, it makes a decision. The decision may be based on logic, reason, emotion, or intuition. For example, if you are trying to decide what career path to choose, your brain may use a combination of logic, reason, and intuition to make the best choice for you. After making a decision, your brain will monitor the results to see if the decision was effective. If the decision was not the best one, your brain will learn from the experience and adjust future decisions accordingly. This is how your brain improves its decision-making abilities over time. Making decisions can be a challenging and complex process, but understanding the steps involved and the factors that influence it can help you make better choices. By gathering all the necessary information, processing it accurately, generating possible options, evaluating them effectively, and monitoring the results, you can increase your chances of making the best decisions possible. It's important to remember that everyone's brain works differently, and what may work for one person may not work for another. Therefore, it's crucial to find what works best for you and to continuously improve your decision-making skills. Whether it's learning from past mistakes or seeking feedback from others, taking steps to improve your decision-making abilities can lead to better outcomes in both big and small matters. In conclusion, the way your brain makes decisions is a complex and fascinating process that involves a combination of logic, emotion, and intuition. By understanding the steps involved in the decision-making process and the factors that influence it, you can make better decisions in your life. So the next time you face a difficult decision, remember that your brain is constantly working to make the best choice possible. Trust the process, weigh your options, and make the decision that feels right to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And thanks for watching.